It's Friday, September 13th. I'm Alex Mahadevan, here to report the daily headlines. Brian Kennelly, president of Lakewood Ranch Commercial Realty, will be leaving Schroeder Manatee Ranch at the end of September. After 7 years with SMR, Kennelly has accepted a position with the Starling Group, a Sarasota-based firm that often does business with the Lakewood Ranch developer. Sarasota County has released recommendations for initial changes to Sarasota 2050. The tweaks to the long-run planning rules offer more flexibility for developers seeking to build east of I-75. To check out the list of potential changes, go to scgov.net. Sarasota police conducted an undercover prostitution sting on the North Trail that ended with 16 arrests. During the two-day operation, police arrested 9 women for prostitution, 5 men for solicitation of prostitution, and another man on drug charges. Deputies arrest a man who attempted a robbery with a pellet gun. Sarasota County deputies arrested a man who attempted to rob another man in front of the Publix on Fruitville Road yesterday. The victim wrestled the weapon out of the suspect's hand before deputies caught up with him. And now, let's check in with our sports editor, Jen Blanco, for this week's football preview.
Hi, I'm Jen Blanco, and welcome to this week's edition of Gridiron Glory. Area teams returned to non-district action this week after inclement weather forced the cancellation of 4 games last week. ODA traveled to Booker for a rare Thursday night contest September 12th. The Thunder, who already lost running back Drew Feinberg, suffered another hit last week when starters Austin Hoppy and Max Provost both left the game with injuries. Both teams have gotten off to a slow start this season, but with size and speed at the skill positions, Booker had the edge heading into the contest. Riverview at Venice and Braden River at Southeast highlight this week's Friday night slate. The Rams, who haven't beaten the Indians since 2006, will face former quarterback Dominic Marino for the first time since he transferred to Venice last winter. Venice edged past Riverview last season, and the Rams have had this game circled on the calendar for months. Braden River traveled to Port Charlotte last week, but the team never made it onto the field. The Pirates traveled to Southeast for the first time since 2010. Braden River will look to its defense to stop Seminoles running back Courtney Allen, who has rushed for 269 yards in 2 games. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at Jen_Observer and on Facebook at Jen Blanco Observer for live updates on all of tonight's action.
A local artist has joined a new online sensation. Bill Kelly is one of the 11,000 artists who are featured on artsy.net, a website that automates suggestions of other artwork a viewer might like and lets viewers browse art that can be bought and sold to a large network of users. The Katazan room at the Ritz-Carlton was transformed into a magical harem atmosphere, complete with belly dancers, sexy genies, and a hookah lounge during a fundraiser last night. The 4th annual Hair of the Dog charity event was Arabian Nights themed, and Black Tie was there to take it all in. Check out pictures on yourobserver.com. And from the Business Observer, a large local firm is also one of the country's fastest growing businesses. With revenue growth of 27% over the last 3 years, Fortune magazine has listed Sun Hydraulics 45th on its 2013 list of fastest growing firms. For weekend best bets, check out the HCW Family Field Day from 1 to 4 p.m. Saturday at Summerfield Park in Lakewood Ranch, or the Next Level concert at 7 p.m. at historic Spanish Point in Sarasota. For more information on these events, go online to yourobserver.com.
The Good News segment is brought to you by GulfCoastGood.org, an initiative of Gulf Coast Community Foundation.
This week's Good News story features Shelley Thayer, Executive Director of Cat Depot. Being faced with 150 orphan kittens in need of homes may be a daunting task for some, but not for Thayer with the help of GulfCoastGives.org. Make sure to read all of our good news stories at yourobserver.com/thegoodnews. For more information and an in-depth look at these stories and more, go online to yourobserver.com daily, like us on Facebook, and follow The Observer on Twitter. And pick up a copy of the Longboat and East County Observer Wednesday and the Sarasota Observer and Pelican Press Thursday. And for more videos and fresh local content, go to the Observer YouTube page and press subscribe. You, your neighbors, your neighborhood.